Okay. That's how you start a song. Yes, dude. Hey everybody, welcome back to the danebramageROCKS channel. All right, this is going to be fun. Something I've been promising I wanted to do for a long time and finally got that motivational push to go ahead and do it. Thanks to a channel supporter. So thank you, number one, to Bubble Vikie, who became a supporter of my channel through the Buy Me a Coffee app. It is giving me that push, who I've also seen in the chats when we go live with the Grönwall Power Crew, which is phenomenal. But Bubble Vikie popped on over and said, "Hi Dane, if you ever have time and feel like it would be great to hear a reaction on excellent Mannequin Show song by H.E.A.T. At the time, Erik Grönwall was the singer. It was a long time ago, but it feels great sometimes to dig the past when it comes to music and bring back those phenomenal vibes up. Very good song and video. Thanks a lot, Vikie. I 100%, or Vikie, I guess. I keep saying Vikie. Vikie, V-I-K-I-E. Spells differently in different countries. I totally understand that. But if I wasn't going to get someone's name wrong, this channel would not be as successful as it is. I'm totally joking. So yes, Vikie, let's go ahead and check this one out. So H.E.A.T, Mannequin Show, official music video from the new album, Tearing Down the Walls. This dropped 12 years ago on April 25th, 2014, and is over 677,000 views. So I've always said I wanted to do this. I'm excited to hear Erik, who fronted H.E.A.T back in the day, and hear this song, because I doubt I've even heard of it. So we're going to jump into this. So without further ado, we're rolling. H.E.A.T, Mannequin Show. Here we go. Yeah, so we're making an old new discovery, a new old discovery, old new old. I don't know, but I'm excited for it because I've always wanted to do this, and I've been waiting to see him front H.E.A.T. So thank you, Vikie, for that. Let's roll. Ear music. Okay. That's how you start a song. Yes, dude. I love it already. Oh! Oh my! Do you hear those notes that he's hitting? I mean, of course you do. He looks like a child. I'm not gonna lie. He looks so young, just like a kid in front of this band. But oh my goodness, this is awesome. Jeez, dude. Wow. This is brilliant. I love he's arguing with himself, like his reflection. Like I'm trying to be all the things you want me to be. Stop fighting back. And this dude in the mirror just looks like a punk version. Like he's like, whatever, bro. Like you know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna party and blah blah blah. And this guy, other Erik on the other side of the mirror is like he has is arguing with himself because he has other aspirations and dreams. It seems like, and this himself is he's like holding himself back. But this dude in the mirror looks like a punk and arguing against himself. This I love this. This is a great concept. Outside of that, this song is badass. This is right up my alley. You guys know that. Thank you, Vicky, so much for throwing us back in time to this wonderful discovery of H.E.A.T that we've always talked about. I've always talked about and have never actually fully discovered here until now. So this is fan-freaking-tastic. See, he's like, get him. Heck yes. Uh-oh. You can't break it? Believe it or not, that song is going on my playlist. I freaking loved it. Dude, he was born to do this. And I'm not telling you guys anything you don't already know. He was 100% born to do this. Front a metal band is what I mean. And he's got that persona. And what I love about it the most, this is like right up the alley of all those bands that I grew up listening to. Like all those hair bands, you know what I mean, that I grew up listening to, and they're absolutely fantastic and I love them so much. And having to discover that same style of genre that I grew up listening to here in America and other countries is phenomenal. And he nailed it here with H.E.A.T. If you catch my drift. But yeah, stick around for a few minutes. Let's wrap this bad boy up and learn a little bit more about this. Yeah. So something fun about this, if you go to their description on that YouTube video, there is so much information on there. But they kind of nailed it when I was talking about like how they kind of wrapped up all the bands that I grew up listening to at the same time. And, you know, like I said, this came out in April 2014. At the time, this was their tour schedule where they were going everywhere. And then they put a bunch of international media quotes up on here. And from Germany, like this one says, everyone who is into big melodies, loves Def Leppard, and believes in music in between rock and melodic metal, the most important ever, needs to hear this record. And they are actually talking about the record Tearing Down the Walls, which came out, the fourth album from H.E.A.T there. But that's what I was getting at. I grew up with like the Def Leppards and the Whitesnakes, and I can't really throw Journey into that, but they were one of them. But those hair metal bands, you know what I mean, that were there. And they have quotes from like the UK here, the Netherlands, everyone who is talking about H.E.A.T. And that came from, like I said, the album Tearing Down the Walls. Their brand new studio work was a follow-up to the successful Address to the Nation, which was praised by media worldwide as one of the best albums of 2012. Consolidated band's reputation and a new leading band in hard-edged melodic rock. H.E.A.T is a huge hit in Scandinavia with the song 1,000 Miles in 2009, and the band's second album, Freedom Rock, was nominated as one of the top 50 albums in 2010 by Classic Rock Magazine UK. Since then, they have been touring all over the world, convincing everyone with their powerful performance, and that's absolutely true. So it's just awesome. So this is what I was getting at. In a moment when artists like Foreigner, Journey, and Whitesnake are enjoying the second youth, when teenagers are rediscovering the melodic approach to hard rock, where these artists have been mastered and proudly wearing their logo on the shirts, all of a sudden turn hip. When classic hard rock songs are again in the single charts and among the most downloaded, H.E.A.T is hopeful, is the hope for carrying this genre to the future. They are young, ambitious, and full of energy. H.E.A.T music is not a revival. It is not nostalgic. Still, by far, the best you can have today if you love classic rock or AOR, or more simply, if you think rock music means energy, great songs, and the ambition to be on top of the world. And that's why I absolutely loved it. And here's some familiar names: Erik Grönwall on vocals, Eric Rivers on guitar, Jonah T on keyboards, Jimmy J on bass, and Crash on drums. But yeah, that like all the genres I grew up listening to and absolutely love were thrown into that. And I'm more shocked I did not hear about them back then, but it makes sense. I was very much in my own little tunnel, and I'm finally now making a ton of these discoveries in the last few years. And I have this channel to thank for it, for sure. And all you who subscribe and continue to help me diversify my library as I learn more songs from more artists from all over the world. And it's phenomenal. It's like the best musical journey you can go on, because the purview is so huge, it can't be wrapped up in one little bubble. It's absolutely impossible. But one more time, I want to thank you guys so much for the support, especially Vicky for giving me into this dive and discovering H.E.A.T on this channel for the first time and bringing them here. All thanks to the Erik Grönwall and their power crew behind that one. But one last time, that was H.E.A.T with the song Mannequin Show. I had a little Dan Bramage hiccup right there. Dropped April 25th of 2014. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, keep on rocking.